We're live. What's going on, everybody? Trying something a little different here with a a live stream via YouTube on the usually I use this streaming software, so this is a little different. And somebody said they don't get notifications when I go live, so that was interesting. Okay, let's dig in. 37 seconds in. Just wanted to do a quick 10 minutes on Leeds United. What the heck was that? And I wanted to do a kind of reaction that was a little bit more, you know, detached from yesterday because it was a weekend killer. Worst 45 minutes I've ever seen by Leeds United since I've been a fan, which dates back to Gary Monk. Um, just no fight, no real interest in the game, guys blaming each other, real toxic nature. Go ahead and smash the like. There's two of you in here. It just kicks the algorithm on. Hopefully, more folks will find us. I'm doing this via YouTube live instead of my streaming service, so it's just different. Look, here's my punchlines. Everyone got beat. That goes from Javi all the way down to Jorginho Ruter. Everyone got beat yesterday. And I could happy clap and say, hey, yeah, the first 30 minutes was really great. But this follows a script that we're very familiar with as Leeds fans, right? Oh, they got stuck in first 30, 15, 20, whatever. The first few minutes of the match look great. We're on the ball. We seem to be on the front foot. We're squandering a few chances, but gosh, we're playing the beautiful game. We're taking it to them. We're on the front foot, etc. And then it's approaching halftime, and we start. You just sensed it. I mean, Firpo's tackle was terrible. That was the worst tackle. Yeah, he's got it in him. But again, I said on Jeer's stream, what I normally do with Michael and Brendan was able to step up. I said set pieces will be massive in this game. That's how they will get their goals. They have two incredible set piece dead ball takers in Elise and Eze, and they're just really, really good footballers. So, but we made the mistake because we played well against Forest that we thought, and Javi thought as Leeds fans, that we could play the beautiful game. We could play with possession. We can take games to people. That is incorrect. He needs to be the Spanish Sean Dyche. Close up shop and hold the F on for the rest of the season. How stupid were we to think that this team can walk and chew gum at the same time? And Jeer's been saying this all season. Watch Jeer's post match reaction, but he has been saying it all season long. This team can either go take it to another team and make it be a basketball match or a track meet, whatever you want to say. Try to win a track meet, or they can just close up shop and hold on for dear life, a la Newcastle 0-0, a la like a ton of other games that we've had. And look, if you look at the Wolves game, we hung on. It was 4-2, but we did not take very much possession out of that game. I realize a lot of that had to do with game state, but if you look at this game against Crystal Palace, I mean, it was just naivete to think that we could come out and dictate a game. We can't do that. We're not there. We were running before we could walk. That's what yesterday clearly made evident. I think I'm hoping that there's not toxicity in the locker room. And yeah, to a man, they need to look in the mirror and say, we let each other down, we let ourselves down, and we need to take some ownership over the rest of the season. I finally saw Robin Koch mention the word, which we really should be saying, 9 cup finals. 9 cup finals. These are cup finals. This is serious. They were kind of, the other thing is the mindset is they think that they've got it. They think they got it in the bag. They score that goal. We got it. Look, I don't know what was said at halftime. There's a lot of rumors coming out. KG on his channel. Again, why I'm kind of last man in the door. It allows me to survey what everybody said here. And if you look at, what a lot of people are saying, I think KG nailed it. You really start to question whether Ailing should take an armband off. He's the worst player on the pitch, and they are targeting him. You are smoking funny cigarettes if you don't think Luke Ayling's being targeted. He's being targeted from the kickoff. And you know what? There's moments in the first half where I was like, he looks solid. They're going to keep testing him, but you know what? Good old Luke, he's going to have a decent game. But 90 minutes is a long time. And if you keep pressing Luke, he's going to have Bill, he's going to have a mistake in him. And, is Rasmus Christensen the answer? Certainly not probably going forward, but Javi's got to set this team up for success, because the illusion that we could come out and hang with teams, hang in a possession-based scheme. Nope, not anymore. This is close up shop time. Palace came out in the second half. Bandy, thanks for tuning in. Palace came out in the second half, all guns blazing, and we could not deal with it. We got scared and lost our shape and our press. I agree with that. I can't blame individuals. We lost mentally as a team, collectively as a team. I agree with that, Bandy. I don't know. Get out of show. Can I show these on? Well, I'm on a different system, so I apologize. Shows confidence is still fragile. No answers once it started going wrong. Yeah, I agree. The other thing is, so we have these very fragile hang-on players that, I hate to say it, but and disabled team, I'm going to get, he says, hi, friend, I hope you're well and my family's well. Yeah, everything's good. We got this mix of like hang-on players, like players that, Bamford, Streaky, Ailing, we know that he's got a mistake in him. Who else? I'm trying to think. Cooper's not really in the team. Forshaw's not really in the team. I mean, they've been hanging on, and then we've got a lot of guys like McKinney, Raka. They weren't Premier League. They weren't in the Premier League. They don't understand that every single team, every single match is life and death. So, I think coming from those lesser leagues where it's like, yeah, we kind of got it. Brendan Aronson, Ruter. I mean, so there's a lot of like naivete in the dressing room at all. And I don't want to say like they're not Premier League ready, like I'm some sort of Premier League snob. I'm just saying that they were expecting something that they weren't necessarily going to get. So I wonder what happened during the halftime break to capitulate the way that they did. Yeah, let's see. I mean, a lot of people are saying that there's a rumor of somebody on their cell phones. I just can't believe that. That was like something that happened. I remember that happened in the real toxic season of Heckingbottom, and there was a photo that was released. And maybe that's what did Thomas Christensen in. There was a photo that was released that guys were on their cell phones. I mean, in 2023, these things are like, I mean, these are TVs, right? So like, in fact, I need to bring something up right now. But let me see here. But if you're on a cell phone in 2020, I have to baby monitor is actually on my cell phone. Anyways, if you're on your cell phone in 2023 in a dressing room, then and you're a professional, you're paid millions of pounds a week, or I'm sorry, a year. I can't believe that would happen. And if somebody was a starter and had their or was on the pitch, I imagine they would have been subbed off or probably not even brought on. So you're looking at some of the key players that, you know, got brought on, as in Ruter, some of the younger guys, Nanto. So I don't know. I don't believe that. I don't believe that story. It's just too. I don't buy it. Anyways, so everyone got beat. We cannot walk and chew gum at the same time. What do I mean by that? We can't defend. We can't play the beautiful game right now. We can't attack and defend. We have to either defend or attack and be super clinical, which we aren't, and try to play a track meet. It just doesn't work. So we have to close up shop again. I was under the impression after Forest, but Forest, that tells you how bad Forest was and how bad Forest is. So like before, I was really confident because I felt Leeds could top this mini group, this mini table that we're in, maybe beat Forest, maybe beat 12th. But now I'm back to going, I think there's three worse teams. Cross my fingers. As season's terrible. Anyways, and hope to God we're not doing this next year. Mindset, absolutely. Bandy's been saying it. Disabled team's been saying it. Andy, you've all been saying it. The mindset, to a man. We can't have the collective mindset, and we've been able to come back. So that's why yesterday was such a head scratcher. But I just think, again, Javi came out with a possession-based scheme. Roy looked at what was going on, saw holes in it. Eze was dropping deep. He's their best players started dropping deep and taking the game to them. So Javi got beat. Do not think that Javi did not get beat. So the mindset was bad. And then we have two leaders out, Adams and Vober. Adams and Vober are the spine of our team, both mentally and literally up the middle, right? So, and they're two captains. I mean, Tyler Adams has been a captain in his career. Vober was a captain at Salzburg. Those two players, I mean, they've been vital. So, does Vober and Adams get a result yesterday? Probably not, but I don't think the score line is 5. I can't even say it out loud. 5-1. That is unacceptable in a relegation scrap. That is so again, and I Javi and me, I got it wrong. I thought we could play. I finally thought some patterns of play were being implemented, that we could be an attacking possession-based team and win, but this is not the case. I'm going to get to your comments in a second. I just want to run down this list. Ailing. Should the armband come off Ailing? I mean, that was a really good thought by KG, and I'm starting to agree with it. He's being targeted. He's the worst player on the pitch. He's the worst player on the pitch. And when he's being targeted again yesterday, I'm like, you know what? Ailing's going to put it in a shift. He's going to shut everybody up. And he's really great at times. But 90 minutes is a long day. And eventually, Bill's going to make a mistake. He's just at that point. He's in that form. Our weak points are our fullbacks. This is what's so evident to me. Our weak point is clearly our fullbacks, followed by our center backs, so the back line, and then lack of clinicality is just clearly evident. and then followed by the midfield. And the midfield's not super strong, especially after yesterday. And then I just went over the spine. I'm going to read your guys' comments. At this time, Bandy says, at this time, Luke Ayling is the best we have at the right back position. I don't disagree, but isn't that I can't read that out loud. It's kind of depressing. We, the fans, should lay off. It is for Javi to do the chastising. Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to go to social media. I mean, really, I'm just saying, I'm calling facts. I'm calling spade a spade and saying Bill needs to do better. I mean, I don't think he's watching my channel. I don't know. Nanto is a liability. He needs to stop being a petulant child, says the disabled team. I can understand Grazia not starting him and his attitude. Yeah, Jir and I went over it. He is the most talented player at Leeds United. And yeah, he's immature. He's 18. You know, his dad's driving him to practice. It's going to be a long career for him, but I don't know. I don't know what to do about Nanto and his nonverbals and kicking the ground and throwing a fit. It needs to stop. None of our defenders know how to, and he's been punished for it already. Diggler says none of our defenders know how to do the basics of defending, except for Vober. The manager needs to come up with a particular strategy that caters to defenders that can't defend. Dyche does this. Diggler, I agree. He needs that right there. I'll probably screenshot it. The manager needs to come up with a particular strategy that caters to the defenders that can't defend. This is fact. This is after this many games and multiple managers, they can't defend. They cannot defend, and we cannot open ourselves up again like that. It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be like Wolves, and depend on. He's gonna have to focus on clinicality, and we still shipped 2 goals. Okay, we still shipped 2 goals in that game. Some of them were a little bit freakish, I think. You know, but I mean, Raka was spastic. Gave you the assist. Melia came out and the other one was a deflected goal. You go back to Forest. Luke Ayling headed the ball back into play. He was that Forest goal was embarrassing. That when we went 1 down. Okay. And then yesterday, the almost entirety of the second half was, Enter the Clown music. And it's just a montage of Leeds United players. I mean, letting them into dangerous positions. So, absolutely, that is the sentence. The manager needs to come up with a particular strategy that caters for the defenders that can't defend. Dyche does this. I don't think it can be Dyche-ish ball, but we definitely need to protect the worst part of our team, which is the back line. Big respect to the disabled team, always working for Leeds United. Absolutely. Personally, I would like Vober to be captain because he's a good player. Yeah, I would love to see that. He's vocal and knows how to organize the defense, and the players obviously respect him. Yeah, he commands respect. Yeah, Vober or Adams. Yeah, I would probably say Vober just because he can organize the defense a little bit more. And then, oh man, we're missing Adams. And again, Adams, because he plays so laterally, could have helped protect Luke and he's, and McKinney is like that, but he's not as quick. He's just not as quick. Some basics of defending: block every shot, block every cross, mark up all opposition players in and around the box. Absolutely, Diggler. Leicester have brought in Dean Smith, Shakespeare, and Terry John to try to save their season. Yikes. I don't know. I don't rate Dean Smith. I don't rate him very highly. I know what did he get? Villa promoted. Um, Marcelo Bielsa always seemed to have his way with him, at will. Um, he didn't, the teams he took over. I mean, that what was it? Norwich side really didn't turn it around or get a bounce. So they do have players at Leicester. Again, but I'm going now. I'm feeling, we all are starting to be like, well, Leeds can stay up because there's probably three worse teams. I just hate that mindset. I want to stay up because we're good and we deserve to stay up. But after yesterday, you're going, we're not good. We we need to hold on. And that's what's going to happen and then hopefully everybody can stay healthy, but we can't afford any more injuries to the back line and we have to protect the back line somehow, whether that's a 4-4-1-1, putting five at the back, and Liverpool will be right up for this game. Do not kid yourself. We were the only team to end that unbeaten streak. Don't you think they've forgotten that? They came back against Arsenal yesterday and they basically started a new record at Anfield. So they're going to be like, yeah, they're the only team in this league that have beaten us. Remember that night? They're just going to gnaw on that little thought. I don't think they're in any cups. They're in the Champions League. They're not in that. So, and they still got players. This is a team that dismantled Manchester United. What, 6 or 7-0. So they've got it in them. Am I expecting anything? Was prior to yesterday. Prior to yesterday, yesterday morning, I thought we could get something. Right now, I mean, I'm hoping that we can hang on, but I'm not going to put it past us. I'll actually be doing a watch along because it's Monday, and I think I've got some time to do that. I like what you said there, though. They need to have 100% concentration levels too. Yeah, they do, and that's been happening. I mean, you go back to the Southampton game where we were up 2, and they just let off the gas. This has been in the DNA of the team all season long. They're gonna let up off the gas. If we got a lead, they're gonna let up off the gas. You saw it at Tottenham. You saw it all season. They think they got it in the bag, and you're just gonna start to have a nightmare. John Terry is the most disrespectful character. Yeah, something came out on John Terry recently. I don't know. I saw somebody's Twitter or something. He did something. There was a scandal maybe that broke against him. Check it out. I don't know exactly what happened. Totally agree, Bandy. Says the disabled team. Yeah. Well, thanks you guys for tuning in. I don't know what else more to say. Everybody's been doing a review of that. I think we're going to try to get the band back together Thursday night and have a chinwag about the club. And look, it's not over. It's not all doom is gloom. We've been down here for so long. There's nine games to go. Finally, Cock came out and said 9 cup finals. This is the mentality that we needed to be having. And we're clearly missing the spine of our team. I think that was evident yesterday. And we're just not going to be dominating the teams in and around us the way I thought and hoped we were. We're going to be just a team that has to rely on clinicality. And that's something that Javi talked about in the Forest game before Forest. He's talked about being more clinical in every moment, not just in and around goal, but with our passing, with our our movements. Everything's got to be more clinical. And so I never really thought of Leeds like that. And that's what we have to do more. So am I expecting a reaction? maybe I really hope that Javi hasn't lost the dressing room, that's not toxic in there, and, I hope we can stay up. May 28th is my birthday. We play Tottenham. It's the last game of the season. May 28th is my birthday. I hope we stay up. I hope not on my birthday that we go down. That's it, everybody. Have a good one. Or take a break from Leeds at least. Midweek, there's probably not going to be much news breaking. And then obviously the presser will probably be on Friday. Tune into Gier. Michael and I, if Gier can make it and Michael can make it, I haven't locked everybody in for that. Also been reaching out to Ollie Ward. So if you know Ollie, anybody knows Ollie, ping him and say, come on the American Elites podcast. We've been trying to do it. He got COVID. I think his work stepped up quite a bit. So trying to get him on as a 4 or 3 man. And that's it, man. Marching on together. Leads. Hope you guys have a good one. Be safe out there. Enjoy the bank holiday. Bye.